One of the byproducts of Katrina is it has become more difficult for people who are of a certain age and a certain health level. So quite frankly, there have probably been people who died who would have gotten a jazz funeral, but they may not have been in New Orleans when they died. So therefore, then you start having processions with nobody, which then just becomes the second line in honor of someone.
The second line came out of a tradition where the funeral or brass band would follow along with mourners from the church to the cemetery. And then once they buried the body and the funeral ritual was completed, they would come back in a joyful celebration that the person who was buried had left this world and gone on to something much better. And what would happen is people would walk along behind the band in the funeral procession in the front line, and this group of people that walked behind them was given the name, those were the second liners.
Now, what's happened perhaps post-Katrina is that the people who are moving in want to bring their way with them instead of moving in. They really kind of want to move what they consider undesirable out. And so with that, the police have been called out to certain neighborhoods when music or second lines or things like that have happened in the street. Sometimes I do think that it's overkill. Actually, it makes me so uncomfortable that I rarely go anymore.
There's probably a 30% increase in the cost of living in this town since the hurricane. That impacts everyone. Musicians are hard pressed too because of that.
As a musician, one of the things that I've experienced is that there is a lack of musicians that are here, and it has caused me to be a lot busier than I was before Katrina.
Those who have the opportunity to travel more frequently do because they can make more money, not because they desire to necessarily. I think I noticed a difference in the quality of music. I think it's better. Not that it was bad, it's just that we have more purists. We have more of the jazz musicians that we recognized by name that are now the primary performers.
What has changed with the music, I think, is urgency. What the hurricane has created in New Orleans has created an atmosphere where people are reaching more with the music. So what I think the hurricane illustrated is the urgency of life.